We are on a mission today, Greg and I, and it's a really exciting one. What are we doing, Greg?
We're going to launch my new boat. OMG.
OMG is right. So yeah, it's going in the water at Nos, and we're doing a delivery trip round to Brixham. Not very far, but certainly very, very exciting.
Very exciting and nervous.
Yeah, I was going to say, how are you feeling?
Nervous. Very nervous.
Fine.
Brand new boat to me, although I did get to helmet on the test run that we did, and she handled beautifully. So yeah, really, really excited. It's going to be a good journey.
Absolutely. Here we are, back down at the river.
Beautiful.
We are down at the boatyard, and the big news is that the boat's already been launched. So that's going to save us a little bit of time. We got down here this morning with it and put it straight in. Hi there. Now, of course, the only thing we haven't told you yet is what it is. That bleeping is the crane next to us that's bringing the boat out just over here. So you have got about 20 seconds to place your bets on what Greg's new boat might be.
I've been keeping it a secret.
Yeah, nobody knows yet. Well, Sally knows, and Marianne knows, and that's about it. But the big reveal is coming in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So Jono leader
8:05.
We've joined the club.
Fantastic. And this is the first time I've seen it, and I have to say, that is good. That does look good.
Beauty.
Look at that. Oh, that's fantastic.
Travelled a long way
Where does she come from?
from Essex.
Wow. Yeah, it's a long way actually, isn't it?
Yeah, as it came down on transport yesterday. Tom, the previous owner, who's been really, really helpful, sorted everything lift out and the transport at his end, and yes, launched this morning.
Brilliant.
So got a lot to get used to.
Absolutely. Well,
And I've got the perfect man with me.
I know a thing or
to
two.
help me.
I know a thing or two about these. It has to be said. Good.
Brilliant.
Well, after you.
Thank you. Here we go.
She's looking good. Even the wood on here, which is the one thing that always lets
Yeah.
these down, and that's been done.
It's been done.
That's
It's had a
looking
brand
great.
new, well, 2 years ago, brand new interior recovered.
Uh-huh.
Everything was covered up. We've got, yes, she's in really, really good condition. Really, really pleased.
And there goes the steam train, just to make a perfect scene. Fantastic. Right. Well, that's a good start.
We have keys.
Let's have a quick cheeky look inside, shall
Yes, go and have a look.
we? Oh, this all looks very familiar. It's a lot tidier than mine, mostly because there's nothing in it.
Give it time.
Yeah. Got your TV, fantastic. Got the Fusion stereo, got central heating. A good spec, very good spec. And then there's the aft cabin, or mid cabin, I suppose. Thusly, yeah, all very, very familiar, but very, very tidy. Got galley here, got a microwave. That'll make Marianne jealous, because we don't have one of them. And the toilet. Oh, very nice, very, very nice indeed. Superb. We also, I think, to give a shout out to Parker Adams,
Yes, indeed.
because they facilitated the sale, if I remember rightly.
They did. They did looked after us very well. It was very good of them to do that.
Good.
Seeing as it was technically a private sale, but no, Andrew did a grand job for us, so appreciate that.
We have discovered an engine. It was hiding under the back the whole time. Volvo
Found
Penta, Volvo Penta KAD 43 in this boat. That's a 230 horsepower engine. Gratifyingly 30 horsepower less than mine, so I should I should win. But saying that, this is a lighter engine, weirdly, though it's a 6-cylinder and mine's a 4-cylinder, so I think we have to put this to the test at some stage, but not today.
No, today's about getting round safely.
Yes, yes, we'll worry about racing another day.
Well, that's very pleasing.
That's fantastic.
That's really good.
Let's have a little look. Looks good to me. Have a look. Always best when a bit goes in the water just to check that there's no nasty oil leaks or anything spraying out, cooling water spraying out, anything like that. The kind of stuff that if you got halfway around and then found a problem and you could have found it before you left, you would be kicking yourself. So always best to just keep checking this stuff when a boat first launches.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Perfect.
Everything's going round, belts are spinning, no oil or water flying around anywhere.
You realise, don't you, that you are running out of excuses not to drive this boat?
I think I am.
All right. Okay, I'll let you put that down.
Try not to put it down on my feet.
Yeah, that would be good.
Time has come. I'm not nervous. I am not nervous.
You are a picture of confidence, Greg. Right, you're driving, I'm doing the lines. This makes a nice change.
Yes.
Okay, we've got the string on here. Let's undo some. See how we get on. Are you ready, Mr. Greg?
I think so.
Okay, bow line is off.
Right.
I'm going to go and deal with the stern line. We are adrift. How's it feeling, Captain?
It's feeling blinking marvellous, Nick. I nearly said something else then.
Right, children watching?
Yes, no, it feels really good. Yeah,
Excellent.
So far so good. I love the design of the boat. I'm very, very pleased that you finally talked me into getting this boat after looking at so many others.
Well, that's true. You did look at quite a lot, didn't you?
Yeah.
And in fairness, I think it's fair to say that all of them, I remember you looked at one and it just simply didn't have a wide enough berth in the mid cabin. Simple as that. You just couldn't get two people in there. So it was all for kind of sensible reasons. But
you kept saying to me, what you really need,
yeah, exactly,
is a Leader 805, and you're absolutely right.
And the funny thing about that is, and it's very easy to think, well, yeah, you're going to say that, you've got one, you're going to think it's the best boat in the world. It's actually the other way around. I've got one because I think it's the best boat in the world. I don't think it's the best boat in the world because I've got one. And when I say best boat in the world, let's put some parameters on that. We're talking an 8-metre boat at sort of circa 50 grand. I don't think there's much to touch these. And when I was looking, what happened to Greg happened to me. There's a guy called Tom Bettle, a friend of mine, who is quite experienced in the boating industry and had been a dealer for Jeannot a while back. Wasn't at the time, so he wasn't trying to push me anything that he got. And every time I looked at a boat, I'd go and look at a Dorrel or I'd go and look at a Crown Line, and I'd talk to him and he'd go, yeah, great boat, lovely boat, but what you really want is a Jeannot 805 litre. And when I actually went and looked at one, I realised that he was dead right, and I think the same thing happened to Greg.
Tromsø, that's from?
Wow, where the hell is Tromsø?
Norway. It's the only city within the line of the Arctic.
Wow, that's amazing.
Top of Norway, and I know that because I did a job there many years ago
Huh.
for a week, and it never went dark.
Can you imagine getting that boat into here and turning it around and parking it there, or berthing it there, mooring it there even, to get the right terminology?
I'm worried about getting into my berth.
Yeah. That's astonishing, isn't it? So, Mr. Greg, we're heading out to sea.
We are heading out to sea, and very soon we'll be able to open her up a bit.
And how are you feeling?
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
I'll be more comfortable when we're cruising along at 24 knots,
Uh-huh.
and I've got used to her. But it's really getting used to a boat and knowing what all the different sounds are.
Yes. Yeah, completely.
And of course, I've had Seagull for 7 years, and I know every single sound on the Seagull, whereas this one's a whole new ball game.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You almost become tuned to it, don't you?
Yes.
You listen to it.
Yeah, very much so.
We are properly out at sea now. I think Greg is itching.
I'm raring to go.
He is raring to go. There's a hand on that throttle. He's doing it, people. He's doing it. Woohoo! That's got some acceleration. We are rolling.
The handling is so different
Yeah?
from Seagull 3. It really is.
In what way?
Just so more stable.
Right.
Just feels that it's far more capable of taking the waves.
Yeah.
I mean, Seagull's really, really good at it, but you're a bit further, higher up from the waterline.
Yeah, absolutely.
In this one.
It's more of a cruiser rather than a sports
Yeah.
boat, isn't it?
Yes,
It feels like it. That's what I've always found about mine. When you're offshore, you feel like you're in a proper offshore boat.
Definitely.
And it is a category B. It is actually an offshore boat, genuinely.
Hopefully, in the season, we'll do some big adventures.
Yeah, that's very much the plan. Very much the plan. We're just stopping for a quick safety check. Anything untoward?
Nothing untoward, all nice and dry. Engine sounds good. No oil leaks. Perfect.
Brilliant. Always worth doing this. The first time my boat goes in the water every year, we do this just to make sure there isn't something that under pressure is squirting out all the water and you don't know about it until it's too late and something goes wrong. So always worth checking, but generally speaking we find what we found today, which is all is well. But I would rather know rather than guess. Well,
Onwards.
take us home. What do you think, Greg?
Bloody love it. It's wonderful. So pleased with it.
Okay, we're going to do a quick VMAX test. I don't know how well we can see this, but that's 28. Right on the edge of 30 then, but not quite.
Not quite.
Flat calm, you'd do it, I reckon.
I reckon you're right.
Nice.
That's very exciting. Hello, Brixton. Marvellous. That's not bad for a first run, Nicholas.
I think we can be perfectly satisfied with that.
Yes, very much so.
Does the boat suddenly feel big, Greg?
Yes, it bloody does. I remember bringing Seagull in for the first time and made a right hash of it.
This is going to be good. Don't worry, I'm not filming.
Thank you, Nick. No pressure. Small berth, hello, mate. Hi, mate.
Very nice.
First time with it.
Lovely.
We're going into that little gap there, hopefully. Looking good. Looking very good. Perfect, Greg. Really good. If you come back here, Greg, grab the stern line for me.
Yeah. That's about it.
Perfect. That's it, you've arrived.
Yay!
What do you think?
Oh, absolutely made up, Nick. Really am. Just handles beautifully, engine runs lovely, and I managed to get it into the berth.
What more could you want from life? Fantastic. Well, just remains to say
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you for all your help.
Oh, it's a pleasure, absolute pleasure. And I'm really, really made up for you. We're going to have a lot of fun with these boats this summer.
We are. Adventures. Ahoy!
Adventures. So that's it, that's Greg's new boat. We're going to spend a bit of time now getting the covers on and generally learning where everything does, because they're all a bit different to each other. But yeah, that has been a very, very successful maiden voyage. And I suspect you'll be seeing a bit more dreams in the future on Aquaholic. Catch you on another one very soon. Take care, bye-bye.
Bye.